Alright, so starting with episode 4, and we are going to capture our first island that can produce fuel for us. Now, what I want to do is, I think we've got the last air vehicle coming on board, and I do actually want to try out bombs as well, because I haven't really tried those yet. So, this is the island that we're heading to, Vulcan, and first of all, we are going to send up our reconnaissance Albatross plane here. So we'll put that over here. Put it up to our regular altitude of about 1,300. Just create a little loop here. So that we've got a good view of this one. Then I also want to send up, well, actually before I send up another one, let's just see what we have here. So this is our second Albatross. We haven't really used this one. It's got 4 slots. Do we have any bombs? Do these take different items? Let me just see. So this one can take light bombs. Oh, it can take medium and heavy bombs as well. We just don't have those. That must be something maybe we can produce now. Heavy munitions or later. I don't think I have that capability just yet. Because it's the same. So I can put bombs on this. So I will keep, since the guns are useless, but the missiles could be useful, I'm going to keep the missiles and I'm just going to fit 2 light bombs here. Just to try these out. And maybe I'll let the AI fire off one of them and I'll try one. Why is it red though? Does this need to be filled up with something? That's a bit strange. Let's just see. Has our other plane gone up yet? That's still on its way up, I think. Because what else do we have here? We've got the bombs. Does it need to be filled up with something? I don't really understand. I can't see anything that would be used for that. It's a good thing we're taking this fuel island, because I don't know how many more islands we'd be able to take without producing some fuel as well. Let's just have a look here again. Oh no, okay, so it's ready now. It just takes a little while to prepare. So we're going to send this one up as well. It should do its takeoff directly after. So this, we'll put it on a slightly wider route, but we'll probably change this the moment we get there, because we wanted to do a bombing run. But the first Albatross is going to help to do some scouting first. And again, we've got this nice sunset. I mentioned this before, but I love it when games get this right, and it just looks fantastic. Can we see the previous Albatross? I think that's it, off in the distance. Anyway, let's get in here. Alright, so I guess we need to wait for the next plane to come up. Did I disable these weapon systems already? I should, because we don't. You'll see that saves quite a bit of power, and that'll allow us to travel a bit faster. This barge, oh, we just sent that out at the end of the previous episode. Okay, so we can just wait for this one to take off as well as the sun's setting here. And I think we've got pretty much all of our surface vehicles back in, except for the one that we lost. And we do have another SEAL chassis, so we can replace it. Just mount a cannon on this one as well. Alright, so at least we have a replacement. We have more coming, so that's good. Okay, so now that both planes are up, we can start making our way towards this island. Switch off the maintain heading and go full power. Which side should we go? It seems like left side would be better here, so that should get us to a better position if we're traveling to the next island. Just need to be careful here. We are getting close to the shallow ground. We definitely don't want to hit that. That would be an embarrassing way to end this series, because as I've said before, I'm treating this as Iron Man. When it's over, it's over. But hopefully it will be more dramatic than this. At least if we're going to get taken out, it should be by some high-tier island or the other carrier, not because I've beached this. Yeah, I think we can stop, turn. Still need to be careful though. We are close to the edges here. This is why I like having this navigation map set up as well, because that also gives you some idea of when you're getting close. I think this sonar, you can't zoom that out, so you just have to keep your eye on it and listen for the warning. As soon as you hear it, you have to stop, basically. But, okay, I can see the planes have already made it over there. We should be okay now. This is really not very far, so just sort of put it over there, maintain heading. And first we're going to look at this albatross. Stabilize this camera. This is it, right? Nice, so again, I've said this before, but at nighttime it's actually a lot easier to tag them because of the lights. It's just a dead giveaway. Exactly the locations of each vehicle. There are a lot of them. Really a lot. We missed any? Yeah, so we definitely wouldn't want to send in our ground units before cleaning up here a little bit. We can use the cruise missiles, but like I said, I want to try out the bombs at least. This would be a good spot to go and drop one. I have no idea how big the splash damage on that could be either. Let's see how far away we are here. Would I have time? I may want to get this into the right position first, because I think what I want to do is let the AI take its first bombing run, and we'll look at what it's doing from the other camera. And then I might take a stab at it myself as well. I've never tried this, like I said. But we just want to get a little bit closer at least. This should probably be close enough already. But we'll just give it like 1 more minute probably. We're not getting any transmissions at the moment because I started this as a custom map. It's exactly the same as the campaign, really. I didn't change anything except for turning off the tutorial. Otherwise, you're forced to play through that every time, and it's just not really necessary if you've done it once. Okay. I'm going to stop it right here for now. And we can switch on the weapons just in case. And then we're going to switch over to this albatross. What? Did I not change the height on this? This is flying pretty low actually. But, so we're going to give this an order to just drop a bomb over here. Just a single bomb. And then we'll keep an eye on it from this one. Okay, so that's it. No, wait, that's us. This is what I meant by, I think you'll be basically putting on the runway lights lights you up like a Christmas tree, so if you're playing against other players, you may not want to do that. Okay, so it's going in. This is going to be really interesting to see. I've never tried this. Sort of experimenting with weapons. I'm not sure which one it's going after at the moment. I haven't seen any weapon dropping yet. There we go. That did not look like it was on target. I think whatever it was going for there, it probably missed. Okay. Where is it? Oh, there it is. It's gonna get shot down. This is not good. Yeah, I'm gonna try to take over here and get some altitude. The question that I have is, how do you, if I'm switching over to that bomb, like how do I know where it's going to land? Does it give you some sort of indicator? It's 6. It doesn't look like it does. And that's going to be just about impossible. I mean, I don't play flight sims that often, but usually if you're doing a bombing run, there's some sort of indicator that shows you at whatever velocity and altitude you're currently going, where is it going to land. I'm not seeing that indicator showing up, unless it's... no idea. Lock target? But how would that work? Surely this is... I don't think this is a weapon that can seek out its... I'm pretty sure you have to drop it right on the target that you need, so... I may need to go and look this up in the forums before I take another stab at it, but I'm not going to send this Albatross down for another bombing run because it's going to get taken out. The health is already too low. So we're going to ask it to get back here. And we'll keep this one up. Before it comes in, we'll try to get it a little bit closer in, because I want to start firing the cruise missiles, but it really helps if you're just a little bit closer to reduce the waiting times, because those enemies are clustered close together. Another thing that I haven't really experimented with is the countermeasure switch over there, and I don't know what that's for. If it's, you know, for torpedoes or air units or something else, I really have no idea. So we can see it's coming around there. I want to make sure that I'm closer to the shallow waters when it lands. Can we see the pattern? Yeah, we can see it coming in on the pattern. So as soon as it's sort of closing in on the edge of that, I want to slow down again to make sure that it doesn't miss. Okay, so we'll just stop this for a second. So you can see here in the holding pattern, this should be about to come in. Oh, look at that, nice. And then we'll try to get as close as we can for actually starting to work with the cruise missiles. Is this actually making its way in? It is painfully slow, this. It would be good if they allowed you to land the second plane while one of the planes is on the elevator, or maybe have 2 elevators or something like that, just to make it a bit more viable to have more air units deployed at the same time. Alright, I think that's on. We can get going again. And we'll try to get about as close as we can without it being too risky, as this plane's making its way back. Let's have a look here. So we're about 2,000 meters away from the ridge here. I'm sure some of these units are going to get closer to us. We'll have to park it here soon. Yeah, I think this is about as close as we should go. And then we need to get back into the camera of this Albatross to get some cruise missiles. Oh no, I make this mistake sometimes. I take over manual control of the flight instead of the camera. We are on cruise missiles and we want to fire one at this cluster. No power. Oh, that's not good. Need to have this switched on. We don't have any air units to worry about. Still think this cluster is the best one to fire at. I may as well use the carrier gun here as well, but as I've said before, this is the more cost-efficient option. So I think once you've captured lots of islands and you've got a lot of income, you can probably just go crazy with the carrier gun. But for now, I think it's better to just use cruise missiles. I don't think we're going to be able to get that third one, so we'll take out these two for now. And then we'll fire another one over here. We've been a little bit unlucky with the fog. It seems every one of the islands we've taken recently has been a bit foggy. I don't know, these guys are going into the water and I'm not sure if this missile is going to explode if I let it go into the water, so I may want to redirect. Okay, well, I guess we're just going to take out one unit for now. Are all of them making their way towards the ship? Maybe. These guys are close to the water. They seem to be in the water. It's kind of hard to tell. So that's us. Still quite a bit of distance. I'm gonna try to take out these guys. It's a shame about the bombs. I was really hoping that that would be more accurate. Because, I mean, the only other option I can think of, I'm not sure if you can mount bombs onto the helicopters, but again, I'm not sure if that's a great idea. Helicopters are really best suited for missiles, because if you have to hover right above your targets to hit them, that's obviously going to mean that the helicopter's going to be a sitting duck. And how many do we have left? There's still plenty. We still need to clean up a bit, so that's us. Try to fire one over here. And so I can't imagine that that would work. And the thing is, as I've said plenty of times now, planes, because it takes so long for them to take off and land, it's just not worth it to send them out with bombs if they can't even hit a single target. Maybe the bigger bombs will be better if it's got more splash damage, I don't know. Maybe it's like something that's useful against ships. But again, I would imagine you would need to get fairly close to it, which is not great. This one can just sort of get in here as well. I can get it in the middle of this group. That would really be fantastic. But I don't know. Yeah, we got about 3 of them. That's great. That was a good hit. So we've cleaned up quite a bit here. Let's start sending out the units, and then we'll keep this one sort of as Overwatch. I'm going to send out... They're all on the wrong side of the island, which is good. So we can send these out here. One out there as well. And all of these. Sort of scatter them around this location. Just want to get in and out as soon as possible. Although, you do want to destroy as many of the enemies as you can, because you get a pretty decent payout for that as well. So we're just going to deploy all of them. And then lastly, we'll get the virus bots. Always sort of in the back, because we don't want them taking shots at them. And while that's going on, at about 50% fuel, that's still enough for us to get a few shots fired here. None of these are really very close to each other, except maybe these two, but they're going to be right behind that rock, which is not where I want them. And I don't know if we're going to have enough time to come around. May need to switch targets here. Should we rather try to target these? Also seems like they may be heading behind a rock or something. Yeah, if they park up there, that's just going to be perfect. We may get 3 for 1 here. Maybe even 4. I see another one coming in. This is perfect. Oh, that's excellent. That's a huge blow for them. So what, we only have 3 left? Is that it? Ground units won't have any combat. Might as well take out these as well. Cruise missiles aren't that expensive. If it saves us time, why not? So it's 100 credits for 1 cruise missile. And we get 50 credits back for every unit we take out. So the previous shot we would have actually made a profit on that. This one should be even. Since we're constantly making money because of the island's production as well, it doesn't matter too much. There we go. So there's only 1 left. Should I just leave this for my ground units, maybe? There's no point firing missile just for this one. So I think we're going to recall this Albatross. While we wait, let's get one of the Razor Bulls out. I'm just going to use it to go and clean up that last seal. I'm trying to think now if I have anywhere where I can produce IR missiles. This doesn't, so it's not small munitions. It is large munitions, but I haven't unlocked it yet, so I need maybe another one of these islands and then get lucky to unlock it. That's a shame because I use these a lot. That is definitely something that needs to be part of the plan here. Let's see. Large munitions. Well, the next one is nowhere near close to where we are. We'd have to head up here. That's not going to happen anytime soon. So if we run out of IR missiles, we will... Well, we just won't have those for a little while. Let's see how many we actually have left. I think we had quite a bit. Oh, 89. That's enough. But it will become a problem eventually. These guys are getting closer. Razor Bull's out. Let him fire off the first missile. Let's get eyes on this guy. Switch over to the turret here. Alright. As things stand, I really don't need all of these other seals as well. I really just need this guy to get in as close as possible. Because if this next shot lands, I think that's the entire island cleaned up. So I wanted to check how much the IR missiles cost to produce, just to see if it is even worth it to send out a Razor Bull in a case like this to go and clean up 1 unit. But either way, if it protects the other units, it may still be worth it. I think we just got the plane coming in. Yeah, there it is. We are very close here. I'll just need to be careful when we move out from here. What I didn't check for, and I should stop forgetting to do this, is if there are any turrets. Because that's happened to me once or twice as well, where I approach the base thinking that I've taken out everything and there's still a turret, which is not ideal. So here you can see the difference between the bigger walrus versus the seal. Just take over manual control here. This was a fairly quick one, I think. Deploy the virus bots, and we're done. Hopefully we won't get any of the vehicles stuck again this time. Get the seal back. All of these guys as well. There's probably a couple of quality of life improvements that they can make, such as, I mean, here it would be useful to have a recall all button. Maybe there is one and I just don't know about it, but situations like these where you just want to get everything back to the carrier. Did I miss any? Looks like all of them have got orders to come back and the virus bots are doing their job. So that's good. Let's see where the barge is at. It's already arrived, but I don't think it's started offloading. No, it's still got some goods on it. I could have sworn, why don't I have anything in the large munitions? Oh no, okay, I do. 10 cruise missiles. I can go and pick those up. We should be getting surface chassis now. And the next island's going to be for the turrets. It is a shame that we can't make IR missiles, because I'm so reliant on those at the moment. I haven't really tried the laser ones. These are all making their way back. We've almost got this captured. See how. Yeah, so the AI's got 6 islands so far. We're just about to get our 5th. Okay, so this one's just going to give us fuel. I don't think that's urgent because we still have plenty, but we will put some on production because, yeah, it will eventually become a problem. How much is it? It's like 10. What is that, 10 for 1 unit of fuel? Seems to be the case. How much do we make? Just like 50 or something for now. Because we don't have that much money. And then we may want to think about producing more cruise missiles as well. It's good that we can make the 160mm shells, but they are a bit pricey for what we get back out of them. Maybe more important to create cruise missiles, I think. More of these. Should we make 10 more? May as well. So reliant on them. So then we'll go and put an order for that of 20, which the barge can pick up when it's done doing this order. How much do we have left in the base? Still a bunch of cameras and stuff. I've never tried the radar. Let me see. Do we fit the radar onto one of these, or let's torpedo. It's a noise torpedo. TV missiles. Oh no, actually I think you need a special kind of plane for that. I may not be able to fit that on anything. Unless it's possible to fit it on some of the ground units as well, but I'm pretty sure that's not the way AWACS works. Not that I'm any expert when it comes to this stuff. But, okay, the barge is done. We can send it off on its next run, which is going to be for munitions over here. Just drag a waypoint and straight back. Should be a quick run for it. These vehicles are almost here. Luckily this was fairly close. I can maybe even already send out the reconnaissance plane to this island. I think it was Elwood that we need to go to next. I mean, it may be a little bit... I don't think it's risky. The only problem is that by the time I get there, it would have used up a lot of its fuel already. And if we want to do a lot of cruise missile strikes, then I may run out of time. But on the plus side, it'll save us time while we're traveling if this one's already in the air. So there is that. I think I may as well just double check that that is the correct island, that I don't go scouting an island that I don't need. So it is Elwood. Also need to be careful about the proximity here, because the thing is the two shield islands can sometimes have the ships as well. And I don't want a ship from another island getting involved in this. So, but I'm going to send this out, assuming that it is fully prepped already, which it is. So, I wonder if weight is simulated here. Like, if I send the plane up without those two extra missiles, if that makes any difference whatsoever. Okay, so I want to keep this fairly tight. Keep it out of the range of the island next to it. Just go like over there. So that we don't attract any anti-air or ships that we don't want. But we'll get to that one in the next episode, so this I'll probably stop here and then we'll come back when we go and take over Elwood Island. As always, thanks for watching. Please do like and subscribe if you enjoy this content, and I'll see you for the next video.